everyone, I thought I'd read you one of my favourite children's stories today, and if you're in Robbins, you might be able to guess which one I am talking about. And it is Norman the Slug with the Silly Shell, written by Sue Hendra. And this is one of my favourite stories. It really makes me giggle in places throughout the book. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Norman the Slug thought snails were great. "Wow," said Norman, "look at them. They're amazing." But, unfortunately, the snails didn't think Norman was great. Whee! Crash! "Norman, you silly slug," they cried. "You spoil our fun. This only works if you've got a shell." Norman felt left out. Sadly, he skulked off into the moonlight. "If only I had a shell of my own," he sighed, looking at his reflection. And that's when he had an idea. Maybe I could have a shell after all, he thought. But finding a shell was not as easy as it seemed. One was too bouncy, one was too noisy, and one was already taken. Norman needed time to think. Ta-da! A shell. It was perfect. Norman had never been happier. He could join the snails at last. Norman loved being a snail, and the snails loved Norman's silly shell. But the fun didn't last for long. Suddenly there was a loud flapping of wings. "Look out! Bird!" cried the snails in panic. "Quick, slither for your lives or we'll end up as supper." But the bird was more interested in Norman's silly shell. It looked delicious. Norman was being carried up and away, higher and higher into the sky. What could he do? Norman did the only thing a slug could do. He made slime, lots and lots of it. With a slither and a slother, a slip and a slide, Norman was free. But he was falling faster and faster and faster until... plonk! "Norman? Norman, are you okay?" asked the snails. "Wow," said Norman, "that was great. I love flying. If only I had wings." Ta-da! There he is, off to join the birds in the sky. Right. Okay, what I'd like you to do is have a think of other ways or other things that Norman could have used to make his shell, things that weren't already talked about and referred to in the story. And once you've done that, perhaps you could also design another shell for Norman. What colours and patterns and shapes could you use for his new shell? Hope you enjoyed the story today, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.